Jaguars will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Troy Trojans offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Trojans want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Trojans get it past the sticks. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Sweet feet on the move. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
He's got his man, and this one will be stopped for no gain. They want to get this defense on its heels. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie, and instead you knock it off the post.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The toss to the outside. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Trojans are flying down the field.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Running with power. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, you can.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Using his feet to buy time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
The Trojans line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Steamrolls his way ahead. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Still running at the 40. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First down to start the drive after the break. The inside handoff. Nice move to keep running. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Jaguars have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Just ran him over. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to get to him. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. On the ground with the counter. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the left. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Stanford. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds his tight end. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And he could not get loose on the run. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. gets it to the back. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Troy. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it down and run.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, South Alabama. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He makes the connection. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On target over the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? He'll do it himself. He breaks a tackle. Oh, the pirouette, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He leaves it with his back. Makes a man miss. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first.
Can anyone catch it? And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. A little release to the back. Powers through the defender. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
That's now the 2nd missed field goal for this guy. And you have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun to give, looking for room. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in stride at the 15. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Jaguars. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He wants to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Stout. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Plows through the defense. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. This offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the pass rusher there. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the QB with the sack, but he was able to still use his arms and his wingspan to knock that ball loose.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Stout. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these,